Okay, let's see what we can do with this. So I have put a shoe upside down on my steering wheel, and I put an empty pack of cigarettes behind it, and then I've leaned my phone up against the empty pack of cigarettes to film this, because I had no intention of making a video tonight at all. I haven't made a movie review or talked about movies on the internet in video form in ages, but I just came out of seeing Barbarian, a movie that I saw not 1 second of footage for. Not a trailer, not a TV spot, not a weird little internet ad. I saw like one vague clip scrolling through Instagram that was like the dark black light room, whatever you call it, where it's like everybody's green and they're like, bah! I'm like, okay, so this is the thing that horror movies do when they're really shitty to try to sell audiences on a movie because critics are gonna hate it, blah, 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 blah. Thought this was gonna be some bullshit. But it was not holy shit. It wasn't bullshit. It was holy shit. It was a holy fucking shit kind of a movie, and I couldn't let down my little movie-loving heart, jaded as it may be, by not turning on a camera and ranting about it for just a few minutes. This is not a review, and if you haven't seen the movie, leave. This is just me talking to whoever's out there who has also seen this movie so that we collectively together can say, holy fucking shit. Very key, the 3, because it's not holy, it's a gnarly movie. It's not shit because it's great. It is a holy fucking shit movie. First things first, why was Justin Long so great in this movie? And why is Justin Long so good in like everything he does now? Why is his performance in this movie borderline awards worthy? Like from the second he comes on screen until the end, he delivers like an iconic, not just horror movie performance, but performance in general. Like he had me going through so many states of mind watching him in this movie, because he's playing this guy who, from the beginning, as we're learning about the whole sexual misconduct thing, he's revealed very blatantly to like have done this thing, and he's this shitty dude, right? But there's something so charismatic and likable and just like so fucking funny about him in this movie. Every little remark, every one of his holy shit moments and his what the fucks as he's reacting didn't feel the way they often do in movies like this, where you're like, yeah, of course, the character's reacting to this thing, and he's like, holy shit. Like, the tone he strikes and his facial expressional acting is so top-notch that every reaction he has, and that goes for the lead actress of this movie as well, which I'm blanking on her name, it goes for her too. Their reactions feel so real. They are lacking any sense of corniness, which I think really helps this movie be able to be corny and insane and still be able to play it straight the whole time. It's like a huge problem that I have with movies that get crazy like this is sometimes they fall on that crutch of being like, we have to wink at the camera the whole time to let everybody know that this movie's crazy. You know, kind of the pseudo Marvel type shit where characters are always like, whoa, wasn't that crazy? Fuck you. D23's happening today. Fuck all that shit. This movie is everything we need. We just need more of this. What are we doing? We need more of these. Do this again, but don't do this again. Do something else again. Make weird shit. Why are we not making weird shit? Like, it's vague backstory for me reacting to the plot of this. So, I had a very traumatic experience with an Airbnb where I was almost murdered. It's a fun story. It's a long story that I don't want to tell in this video because I'm too exhausted to do so. Maybe I'll tell it sometime. Probably not. But anyway, I do have that background with this. So as this movie began and people are walking by, thinking I look insane. Like, I'm in the streets of East Portland. There's fucking homeless people running around with knives screaming that they're gonna like eat candy until you bleed. Like, what the fuck am I doing? That's scary. I'm in a car. So what if I have a shoe with a cigarette box propped up? This is like not weird. Anyway, so the Airbnb thing instantly had me on edge. And I was thinking there could be a lot of things that were going to happen once she goes down into the basement. One of which was not going to be like a 9-foot tall incest mutant that like rips people's faces open. That wasn't there in my brain at all. I didn't think that's where we were going. And the fact that from that point until the end, I still never knew where we were going is awesome. Like, that felt utterly... I was ecstatic the entire time. When people talk about having their jaws on the floor, it's become such a fucking trite, stupid thing to say about movies, but it was real here. Like, I spent a lot of time with my jaw not on the floor, because that would make me severely disabled and in a way that I don't think exists. But my jaw was low. It was down about here for a lot of the movie. And, you know, to kind of take an aside from the holy shit aspect of this, I also have to say, this movie's beautifully filmed. It's gorgeous. It's beautifully shot. The sound design is excellent. The lighting is perfect. The way they're able to establish tension with just simple filmmaking techniques. A lot of filmmakers that would make a movie like this could make something just as crazy and wild. But to go back to what I was saying before, the magic of this movie is that it plays it straight for a while. I think the major flaw of the movie is that when we get into that third act, after the crazy lady is out at night and she's chasing him around, it goes so off the rails to the point that it really just goes fully schlock. It wasn't a huge problem because it was still so fun at that point, but I do think up until a certain point, there is an aspect of the movie that is still acting like just a real tense, scary horror movie. So you as the audience are able to kind of exist as an outsider and have fun with it in a way that is hard to do when everyone behind the camera is like winking at you the entire time. I'm all over the place with this. I realize I just came out of the theater, so I'm just jumping around to the things that were so cool about it. But damn. Justin Long, great. This entire cast, Bill Skarsgård, that first part of the movie, even before anything gets crazy, was great. It was great. Like, the entire building of the tension was supernatural and fluid, and I genuinely did not know. I was kind of faked out by it in a refreshing way, where they kind of give you that, oh, is Bill Skarsgård like a creep? He's kind of like playing his hand a little too much, being the like sympathetic, nice man character, and he sort of opens the movie up thematically when the lead actress, I wish I remember her name, but when her character starts talking about this relationship she's been in, and they start talking about gender dynamics and relationships and the idea of freeing yourself from your past, it opens the movie up to then having Justin Long's character be introduced and the whole sexual misconduct situation. There's a lot of stuff thematically going on in this that I'm not going to try to unpack here because I haven't thought about it too deeply. I'm still like reeling from the actual experience of it. But there's a lot going on. And that was cool. Again, it's a very well-structured movie. It loses its grip on that a little bit towards the end. But simultaneously, I question, if it didn't, would it have left such an impact on me? Because it does get so insane, and I loved that about it. Even when the movie was going off the rails, I still fucked with that part of it. So, yeah, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm just gonna say more nonsense. I really just needed to get on camera and be like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. It was so nice. It was so nice to see something like this, and I want more of it. And I hope you're all doing well. My life has been a fucking nightmare recently. So, that's cool. But yeah, maybe I'll make another video again soon, or maybe I won't, and see me again later. I don't know. What do you think? Leave your comments below. Fuck you. Go to D23.